welcome back everybody. My name is Pritesh here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you guys another video. So I hope you guys are all doing well and that you're having a great day. Today is Tuesday, March 17th of 2020. So in this video here today, what we're going to be taking a look at are some of my thoughts regarding Cardano and how it would fare in a global economic recession. So all of that is coming up here in this video. If you guys do enjoy this content here today, please be sure to drop a like for me. Let me know that you enjoyed it. It definitely does help support the channel. If you guys are new around here and if you guys want to stay tuned for content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button. I post cryptocurrency content like this as often as I can. I want to keep you guys informed and up to date. Click that notification bell so you can get notified when I post a new video. So what we're looking at here in this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you all some of my thoughts. Recently, what we see with the events happening with the coronavirus across the world, many individuals, many businesses, many companies are beginning to really feel the effects, whether or not they're in retail, in hospitality, service industry, manufacturing, all of it. Just to give you guys some of my perspective. So my employer is making it so that you have to stay home for the next 2 weeks. So I'm at home right now. Let me know what you guys are up to, if you're working from home, if you're doing like a self-quarantine. I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comment section below. But for me personally, because of the coronavirus, in order to help prevent the spread, my employer has taken steps in that we have to stay home basically. Very, very thankful that this is paid time. But for people who are in a different situation where they're either, getting laid off from their job or they're being told to stay home without pay, this could be a big thing for many people. And I just wanted to share with you guys some things that I'm looking for, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency. So I saw a Reddit thread online regarding Cardano, and I feel like there's a bunch of interesting points, and I wanted to just share with you guys my thoughts. Essentially, the Reddit thread was a question to the community saying, how would cryptocurrency, and more specifically Cardano, fare in a global economic recession? Well, what we saw just recently was there was a huge liquidity squeeze. All of a sudden, the price of cryptocurrency tanked by like more than 50%. It was probably one of the biggest drops that we've seen in the market for the past several years. I know it's the biggest drop I've personally experienced in my time within the space, so it's definitely been quite the journey for me. But I digress from that. What I'm talking about here when it comes to crypto is that people still view crypto as a risk-on speculative asset, right? I mean, from what we were looking at, the narrative before we had experienced this is that Bitcoin was stated to be like a safe haven, right? Like people would want Bitcoin in the case that, an economic recession happened or something like that. But what we've seen is exactly the opposite. People are, and this is not something that's happening with just crypto specifically. We can see this happening right now with traditional markets. Right now, the traditional stock indexes for the US economy, for the Chinese economy, for economies in Europe, all over the world, they're going down, and they're going down dramatically due to the effects of the coronavirus. Many businesses are having to lay off their employees, they're having to cut hours, they're having to reduce spending, and this all comes down to the individual. So, going to be giving you all some of my thoughts on what I'm doing to prepare personally. But in regards to Bitcoin failing that narrative of being a safe haven asset, I think that can pretty much speak to any crypto involved, any cryptocurrency that you're holding, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Cardano, whether it's Litecoin, doesn't matter, nothing was spared. So what we're seeing right now, I feel like, is an opportunity, if anything. Right now, people are in a position where they want to raise cash because look at what's happening around us. We're seeing people are being told to stay home. So when you're in a position that you have cryptocurrency and you're choosing between to make a long-term speculative investment in cryptocurrency or keeping the lights on or paying your rent, you're going to need to sell, right? It's not an emotional thing. Of course, you don't want to have to sell your cryptocurrency if you're in that position. but it's a matter of raising capital so that you can keep the lights on or that you can keep food on the table. So that's my 2 cents regarding that. If we do enter into a global economic recession, I feel like cryptocurrency, along with other assets that aren't necessities, are going to be sold off in an attempt to raise capital or to raise cash. Now, if you are in a position that you are able to cover your bases, if you do have an emergency fund put in place, if you have dry powder on the side, this, for me personally, this is not financial advice. This is nothing more than an opportunity, right? We see big investors coming in. Warren Buffett was sitting on a huge pile of cash, and I'm sure him and many others who have been preparing for this event are looking at these stock valuations and saying, hey, there's a lot of opportunity, there's a lot of value here. And I'm looking at this same, I'm looking at the crypto markets with the same mindset. So those are just some of my 2 cents regarding cryptocurrencies and how we could see that play out in a global recession. Now, what am I doing to prepare? So this is going to be different for each and every individual. It does come down to your own personal financial situation. I feel like as a general rule of thumb, it's a good idea to have a bit of a cushion, a little bit of a buffer just to cover your daily expenses, whether it's rent, whether it's utilities, food, gas, whatever. I think it's a good idea to just put a little bit of capital aside, allocated specifically to an emergency. Whatever amount is totally up to you. You got to decide that for yourself. I'm not a financial advisor, so if you guys need financial advice, I would seek out a financial advisor. This is just my opinion and what I'm doing personally. And then, tying that into my investments, I'm not currently selling any assets if I don't have to. I'm very, very thankful that I have a steady, reliable source of income through my job. I'm still able to get my paycheck. We'll see what happens here in the next couple weeks, if I'm told to continue to stay home. Anything is possible, but that's why I'm suggesting that you have some type of a buffer. So, and then another thing would be maybe look at how you can capitalize on some things that you're talented at. If it's, for me personally, like I enjoy making these YouTube videos. It's not a huge thing for me, but it's something. Also operating a Cardano stake pool, that's something, right? It keeps me involved in the crypto space, building. So it's just a matter of figuring out what you're talented at, what you're good at, and how you can use that to help your family and, grow your economic situation. So that is it for this video here today, guys. I know it's a bit of a personal story, really, but just wanted to share with you guys some of my thoughts and my perspectives. I'm not worried about what's going to happen here with coronavirus. I think that it's going to pass just like all these other different fear scenarios. I think that right now what we're seeing is something truly unprecedented with the global economy and the stock market. So it's just a matter of being ready. Just be prepared for whatever life has to throw at you. It's going to be an interesting ride. So if you guys did find some value from this video here today, be sure to smash that like button for me on your way out. And if you guys enjoy content like this and if you want to stay tuned, click that subscribe button. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, take care.